How's it going, guys? JCVP11 here, and welcome to a brand new series on my channel. So I've always been this type of person who likes to tell stories and hopefully evoke some questions to the people who are listening to my stories. And this series is going to be somewhat like that. So if you're expecting loads of B-rolls or epic shots and stuff like that, might as well click out now because this series is going to be none of that. This is going to be a weekly series where I talk about anything I find interesting in tech in general that relates to kind of like the development or the evolution of technology. Usually, I'd like to keep these videos about 4 to 5 minutes long so they don't get too boring. And if this series does take off in the future, I'd like to call in some YouTubers and ask them about their opinions on certain topics. But enough chit chat for now, let's begin with this week's topic and the first ever topic of Let's Talk Tech, which is going to be dual SIM smartphones. There was a time when the most inquired specification on a phone was whether it had dual SIM or not, especially from where I come from. But as soon as smartphones took over the whole mobile industry, people started to neglect dual SIM smartphones because they were into all those touchscreen phones that made life easier as they do right now. The craze slowly died down and people didn't seem to care about a dual SIM smartphone anymore. With each flagship release, we would see a duo smartphone, especially from Samsung, but that would only come 6 to 8 months after the flagship had already launched. But it seems like that's about to change. This year, it feels like the dual SIM craze has returned. The LG G4, one of the biggest flagships this year, has a dual SIM variant, and it's selling really fast, in Dubai especially. Not only LG, but also OnePlus. Their new smartphone, the OnePlus 2, has a dual SIM feature, and they've made a big deal about it, especially on social media as well as on their website. And now even Samsung, the big guy, coming in with the Note 5 very soon, which is touted to have both a single SIM as well as dual SIM version releasing at the same time. However, this craze could go down once again. With Apple already working for a SIM-free smartphone, other companies could jump the gun and release their own SIM-free smartphone, which would mean that all this dual SIM, single SIM would be useless in the long run. But this raises a huge question of security. The SIM card has almost never been hacked because of its complexity. But if this SIM card was to go into the software of a phone, I don't know how hack-proof it would be. Because as far as I know, every single software out there has been hacked, and it wouldn't be long before the virtual SIM card would be hacked as well. And if they do manage to bring in this security, would it limit people from using their smartphones in public? Because if that's the case, I'd rather stick to the hardware. Those were some questions for you to think over. If you like the idea of this series, make sure you support it by hitting the like button down below and leaving your thoughts and feedback in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe to not miss out on future episodes of this series, as it will be happening every single week on a specific day, which I'm not sure of yet. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Adios.